Okay, so today I am doing a super duper exciting review of the drill brush. Now I'm making fun just because, you know, it's probably not the most exciting topic in the world, but everybody's got to clean. So there's one thing that happens in this house and things don't really get cleaned very well because my wife, whom I love, doesn't do a very good job of cleaning. So there are things like this disgusting tub here that you can see is filled with grime and everything else, and it probably has not been cleaned in probably 2.5, 3 weeks or so. So we're gonna go ahead and take advantage of this drill brush here and clean the heck out of it. Because honestly, I've used this thing before and it works absolutely fantastic. So one of the things you gotta understand, and it says it all over the place anyways, you gotta have a drill first. You can't use it with, well, I mean, I guess you could use it without the drill, but that's kind of the point, is to have a drill. I have on here a really super long attachment just because bending over and trying to get really super close in there when you don't have to, this really comes in handy for this. Hi, I have a cat here also, as you can, I don't know if he's in the front of the camera because I can't really see. So anyways, this is the actual big giant attachment for the drill that I have, and this one is, does it even say what size it is? No. Hi, he's gonna help, I guess. So this is just the biggest size that we have because I got a lot of surface area to cover, so it's gonna come in handy. And that's gonna freak him out. Sorry, buddy. But you're in the shot, so you get to experience all this wonderfulness. This isn't the only brush that comes in the box. That would be a little silly if we get this big box and all it has in is just that one brush, right? So you get a smaller brush that you can use for, I mean, do I need to explain this? You get a smaller brush to use for smaller projects and to fit into tight corners also. This is another one of the just circular brushes, a little bit smaller than this one. I honestly do not understand why you would need this and this. It seems a little redundant, but hey, whatever. But here's an interesting one. This is kind of a bristle brush. I guess they're all bristle brushes. What am I talking about? A bottle brush. That's what I meant to say. So this one that gets into corners really, really well because it's got that nice round, head on it. So you can just kind of shove it right into the corner. It'll spin around. You know, imagine that it's on a drill and spins around. Oh my God, shocking. You'll have to excuse me because sometimes I just say things that are just as redundant as having two brush heads in the box that are almost the same size. Anyway, I was so happy with these things that I wound up getting another one. Now, bear in mind that they have different sets. You can look somewhere on the side here, and you can see that they have ones that are super duper soft, so that way you're not going to scratch up like furniture and things like that, but you can still use it on the furniture. This one for bathroom, shower tile, and porcelain. Imagine that. That's what I have right here. Amazing, isn't it? The green one is for like kitchen stoves. I'm just basically reading the box. Do you guys need me to read the box? Because you're probably going to read this box because I'm doing this kind of for Amazon's review, but I also post it on my own channel too, so maybe you're not. Kitchen and stoves, stuff like that. This one's for outdoor stuff, for siding and brick and just basically stuff that can take a little bit more of a beating. And then the black one is apparently super duper stiff and will basically peel paint and clean off your grill for your barbecue, things like that. And I actually just dumped the black one in my shopping cart today on Amazon because I'm gonna get that one. I'm serious, I like these things. I bought the red set because the yellow one, it's great for things that are needing to be a little bit softer. Like my tub is not actually like porcelain, it's a plastic tub, it's a jetted tub, but the motor's burnt out because I used it so often because I really like the jetted tub. I gotta get that motor replaced. Anyway, I digress. The red one I bought because I needed to have bristles that were a little bit more stiff. The whole point that I got the black one is that I wound up getting some weights from my father who had just an excess amount of weights that I don't know where the heck he got them. I think, he got them from a friend of his that had a gym that closed down. So he wound up getting like all these weights for like super duper cheap. He didn't need them all. He knew that I'm doing weight training, so he hooked me up. But the problem is that they're cast iron, maybe? I don't know. They're iron, right? They rust. And so the ones that I have some rust on them. So I'm buying the black brushes. I'm not gonna shoot it for this video, but I will be using that black one to go ahead and clean off those weights just to get the rust off. Okay, enough flapping my gums. One of the things that you got to do with this is that, you know, it would probably do okay if you just used water and the brush itself, but I don't know about you guys, I don't like spending a lot of time cleaning, which is why I bought this freaking thing, right? So one of the things that you want to do is you want to go ahead and get yourself some kind of a cleaning compound to assist in breaking up the grime and stuff like that that's really stuck on, because this is like soap scum and, you know, just general nasty shower stuff that you just want to get off as soon as you can. Just using water alone with this would work because I've done it, but I also have used a little bit of soft scrub. I don't have any soft scrub, so we're gonna experiment. I actually have something else, and I'll go ahead and show that to you right now. So for this, I'm gonna use some Lysol concentrate. It disinfects, it cleans, and it makes 9 gallons. I do not need 9 gallons. Like, granted, this tub is gross, so it does need to be cleaned. We don't need 9 gallons to clean this freaking tub though, all right? So I'm only gonna make a half a gallon. For this general purpose cleaning on the back, it says to use 2.6 tablespoons to make 1 gallon. I'm gonna make a half a gallon, which is probably still too much, but hey, you know what? I'd rather have too much and just knock it out than to not have enough and then have to mix some more. So let's just go ahead, we'll mix this up, and you're supposed to let it set for 10 minutes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this stuff up. I'm gonna let it set for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit this thing with a drill brush and watch this thing go to town. Okay, so before we proceed, since this is a concentrate, and I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that getting this in your eyes would be really, really, really bad. That's why I have on my safety goggles, just because if there is any kind of splashing, especially when we're using that drill, because I guarantee you that using that thing on this tub is going to be splashing stuff all over the place. And the last thing that I want to do is get this freaking nutty concentrated stuff in my eyeballs, because I rather like seeing. That's good enough. That's probably more than a half a gallon. All right, so now that we got this, we're just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go grab a sponge, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and go over some of this stuff here, and then we're gonna hit this with the drill brush. Hell yeah. Okay, so through the magic of me stopping the video and then starting it again, it's been 10 minutes. So we are ready to go ahead and actually use this bad boy and clean this thing. All right. So first off, I've got it set on drill, which is good. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of dip it in here, just to kind of get a little bit of extra action, and then check this out. So one of the things I forgot, because it's been a little bit, is that you gotta watch out, because the actual rubber will leave marks behind, which then you have to go back and clean again. So that's not fun. You want to try and be a little cognizant of that as you're cleaning. I think what would help is if I had one of those drills that had the handle on it. That would probably be a little bit more steady. I mean, alternatively, I could go ahead and pull the extension off and then just get further down, but then I'll block the shot. You can't see the magic that's happening. One of the things also is that this tub has some surface cracks, so that's not something I can get up with a drill brush, unfortunately. You know what? I am going to take this extension off because it's just walking way too much. And I think I'll be able to have a heck of a lot more control with this thing closer to it. So that was about as much as I could do with this particular attachment. That's why it's good to have that bottle brush attachment, because then I can go ahead and get into these little corners where you see all that like grime that's kind of hiding out in there. This thing will get right in there, clean it all up. So you notice I couldn't get to these curved surfaces because obviously the other attachments are really super flat. So like in here, there's no way to get in there without this. Oops. Come loose. Tighten hole. There we go. Alright. I think we're good. That's about it. All I gotta do now is just rinse the thing off. And that should be it. It's about as clean as it can get. Okay, so there you have it. That was the super exciting drill brush. Yeah, it actually works pretty dang good. I know that it looked like it took me a little while to do that, but honestly, do that by hand and see how long it takes you. Because I guarantee you, you'll be there a heck of a lot longer than I was there just now. And this is a small enclosed area. That's why I'm actually like dripping in sweat now, and I got a skylight in here too, so it's like really, really hot. So, you know, typically speaking, like when I've done this in the wintertime, I did not like actually work up a sweat. But imagine like having to go through there and scrub that thing out by hand. The amount of sweat that I have right now would be nothing compared to what I would be drenched with if I had actually done this stuff by hand. So you can see right here, looking at the tub, the before and after on how well this thing did. It actually did a pretty phenomenal job. Is it perfect? No. As you saw, it was not able to get up the rust stains that were on the edge of the tub there, but would I expect something like this to be able to do that? No, because I honestly think that those rust stains are seeped into this material. This is some strange material that the contractor used called Marvel. So it's kind of like a fake marble, if you will, and it's obviously a little bit porous because it has taken some damage over time here. Sort of like a video game. Boy, am I a nerd. So there's stains all over the place here that I just won't be able to get out. But as far as the drill brush goes, you could see in the tub, it did a really, really good job. All those little disgusting soap stains that probably had like dirt and skin flakes and all kinds of nasty stuff like that was in there, all gone. And that's exactly what the point is just using this, not having to like scrub yourself until you're just absolutely so drenched in sweat that you have to hop back in the shower, because that's one of the things that I did. I actually took a shower before I shot this video, and now I feel like I gotta take another shower because I'm sweaty again. But hey, you know what? I did it for you guys. Yeah! So, that's the drill brush. If you like it, it's on Amazon. You can go find it. It's really easy. They have ads all over the place for it too, I believe. So all you gotta do is just do a search for it. No idea if competing products work as well, or if they're better, worse, whatever. This is the one that I chose, and I've been happy with it so far. And as you can see, the results kind of speak for themselves. And that's going to do it for me for now. And thanks a lot for once again joining me for another of Adam's Reviews.